Okay, Coach, well, the sun has gone down, and so has the thermometer, as EA Sports welcomes you to venerable Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 66. Bullet high. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
43. Check.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tay Davis there on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's able to find Wallace. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check. Mike 50.
2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run here with Singletary, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Arnie. Easy. Check. 55 for Mike. Check.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
First down. Let's go. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Watch his flag. Watch his flag. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike's 50. You ain't doing nothing. Wait. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing on 1st down. Cruz. It's complete to Diggs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tighten up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm on. Motion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Cruz on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Kill. Let's go, Mike 50. Squeeze. I'm about to take you to school. Check nickel.
Here's Cruz throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
I got him. Mike 50. Check. Check 50. Short.
On 1st and 10, Cruz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
You ain't got nothing. Yellow.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Smoke. Target.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! Hey. Record. Chance. Big ass.
Cruz looking to throw on 2nd down. That is caught. It's Tajae Sharpe. Going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tajae Sharpe, 84 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 30.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Let's just field it at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Yellow.
56. Hey, defense.
43. 43.
56.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare, flare. Check them.
15.
Check them,
15. 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Kirk, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Waters. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
I don't need to. Let's go on, 80. Hey, 57 color. 57 color.
Check, he called 132 fight.
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Singletary here running out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will run with Singletary. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 24, check 43.
At the Packers' 32-yard line.
15. Alpha. 57's low. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Hey, Rip list.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, it's Waters. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
80 weapons. 80 weapons.
Collect.
Jim.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. On 1st down, Singletary. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Hey, 57.
Right, 64. Weak.
2nd and 2 at the Packers' 8-yard line.
15.
On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, 43.
Exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Cruz to throw. To throw on 2nd down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Jacobs, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
At the 49-yard line.
Cruz now off the play fake. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Move. 4 down. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Cruz finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Yellow.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, sundown.
Orbit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Motion.
Come back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Line. 43.
H3-2-18. Chopper. Line 55.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Deshaun Hamilton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Here I come. Hey, watch it. Echo. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, D.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cruz to throw again. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And a Packer 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jacobs, room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Mahomes firing complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
It's our time. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Wallace. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Push him back. Push him back. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. It's free.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
So don't say nothing.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for our visitors, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.